Okay, so my investment portfolio is like something that I definitely want to work harder on, and like I don't know, I just feel like I only know about it on the surface level. I'm really glad that I've like got my foot in the door and I have my in, and it's like a part of my finances, and I budget for it and I like put in money to invest. But it's definitely like beginner level, like 100% beginner level. This is for beginners. So if you're a beginner, hopefully like you resonate with me or you feel something like this. I was able to start investing when I was just turning 19, I believe. It hasn't been too long, but I just want to make this video to show others that it's actually realistic, and I'm not going to be out here trying to promote like that I'm a millionaire and I did off this and that, like these unrealistic things for young people and college students. And I just feel like there's not a lot of information for us out there, and I personally have a very like surface level beginner portfolio, beginner's knowledge, beginner's luck, honestly. So I don't know, I just like want to explain it and help other people out if I can. We'll start with, I think most people kind of have an idea about, is a 401k or a Roth IRA. So personally, I have a Roth IRA, so I will be speaking on that because I have more knowledge about it. To my knowledge, the Roth IRA, what it is, it's a retirement account that it's pre-taxed. So the money doesn't have any restrictions on it or anything like that, and it's already taxed. So like when you get a check from work, you get probably state income tax depending on where you live, and then you get federal tax. So you get to put that money that's already been taxed, and then you get to throw that into a retirement account, which I chose the Roth IRA, and then my bank is separate from where I have like my debit, credit, and checking. So I put it into this account, and as it grows, when I get older and when I want to pull all the money out of it, I don't have to pay like a lump sum of taxes when I'm older, because I'm already paying taxes on it as I'm growing, if that makes sense. And then this account, I'm not sure about the 401k, but the Roths, you can only put, unless you're like 55, 65, something like that, you can only put $6,000 in a year. So personally, what I do is I go and I like max it out if I can at the beginning of the year, or like in the first few months of the year, and then after I like settled the 6k and I max out over there, I start doing whatever else I'm interested in doing that year, just because I think that this one is like so beneficial when I'm older. I obviously, like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, and if I can help my future self out, that's just like the most important thing to me. So the Roth takes up 23% of my investment portfolio, which it's a really good amount, but it's not the largest. Once you put money in the Roth, you can either like leave it there and it will potentially grow, I believe. If you want to just like leave it there for the tax benefits and all that, that's cool. But I threw it into majority of it into the market, so the stock market. Some of the stocks that I have in there, I include like MGM Resorts, Rite Aid, I now have Tesla, I have an oil company, I have Ulta Beauty, and I have like stuff like that. I have my shares spread out just because I don't want to throw all my eggs in one basket. But I'm gonna definitely make a video about like how that works and stuff, because the stock market, I understand it's like it's not approachable, and if you don't know about it and if you don't like educate yourself, it's definitely hard to get into. I can improve there, but it's a start and I'm happy with it. It's definitely where I would recommend every single young college person or just young person in general to start, because in my opinion it's just the most beneficial. Another part of my stocks I just honestly have in a cash account. I have it in a high interest savings account, but don't like get sold on the high interest part, because the largest I've seen the savings account go for is like 2% interest rate, which is, it's really not that much, even if you have a lot of cash in there. I know that like mine, it's not a CD, which a CD is a certificate of deposit, which means that you throw it into an account at a set rate, like a say it's like 1%, and then the company has to always keep that amount of money at that account no matter what. So it's like that, the CD, certificate of deposit, it's like a win or lose. It's up to you, because sometimes the regular rate will be higher, sometimes it'll be lower. Mine, when I first threw it in there, it was at the higher end, it was at 2, and now it like fluctuates month to month, because I think the bank is actually having like financial trouble that I'm with. But you know, it is what it is. And the reason why I have cash is because I'm so young, and while I like have a lot of things planned out, at the same time I don't know where life's gonna take me. Like, I don't know if there's gonna be a second pandemic and I'll be unemployed again. I don't know, like, for example, I had to buy a car because I moved to a city where there's not public transportation. So if I didn't have this money sitting in cash, then I would have just like kind of been tied up. The stock market doesn't tie up your funds completely, but it would just have to, like, if I was in the position where all my money was in the market, I would just like consider it a few more times and like have second thoughts and feel that I had to leave it in there. So I feel, while I'm so for the Roth, I totally feel that like young people should keep a certain amount of their investments just in cash, because we seriously never know what's gonna happen. So a lot of people feel like cash is dumb and cash should just never be there because like it makes no money, you're never gonna like make money off that, what are you doing, you're sitting on all this cash, like put it to use, you know, like make money to make your money make your money work for you. But I don't know, to each their own, and my own opinion is that I need it for a rainy day, to be honest. And then less than 1% I have invested into a mobile, I don't know how to describe it. It's just the mobile apps for the stock market. It's not Robinhood, because I do not like Robinhood. I've heard so many bad things, and then like every other time I look in the news, I don't follow the news. I don't follow that at all. I don't just like think media's the enemy. But when I do look at the news, it's always like Robinhood investors back out, Robinhood investors suing, Robinhood investors questioning, and I'm just like, and by investors, by the way, it doesn't mean like people who use the app, like use it as a platform. It means people who are invested in the app itself, like the big guys, the bigger guys. And I'm just like, if they're starting at the top, that's always going to trickle down to the bottom. So I use this app called WEBULL, and my favorite financial guy on YouTube, his name is Graham Stephan. He like told us his audience about it and stuff. I'll have a link in the description to get whatever the prize is this week, because it's like if you deposit $100, you get at least 2 stocks, and then sometimes it's like 4, sometimes it's like more if you deposit more than that. So I used his just because I wanted to see what it was like doing like the mobile trading, because most traders don't like, the good traders don't really like check it. Well, they do check it every day, but they don't like stress every day, and they're not like I'm not a day trader. I'm not trying to be a day trader. I'm trying to be a long-term trader, like old school. I don't know what you want to call that. But I also just wanted to see what the hype was about the mobile stuff, and it just like helps me keep an eye on the market on a daily basis. I honestly just got it just to see what like the hype was about having the stock market in your pocket, basically. And my last portion of my portfolio, and the biggest one, is, can you guess? 49%. 49% of my money is in a degree. That's right, folks. Currently a junior at Arizona State University. My major is tourism and recreation management, and with that degree I intend to apply it as in a conference, event, and meeting center for hopefully for like a bigger company, like MGM or a huge law firm, or maybe take it overseas. I like doing I want to do conferences, like huge conferences and events, and in a big city. I'm talking like Vegas or Paris or New York. Like I want to like do the big stuff. So this investment, I don't have like a guaranteed ROI on it, and ROI is return on investment, because nothing's guaranteed. Like a degree can get you a degree, and that's about it these days. I definitely have to have like a lot of other stuff backing it up, and I'm very mixed on college. While it's my biggest investment, and I would honestly want it to be the least amount, like my lowest investment, it's just where I'm at right now in life. That is my portfolio, beginners. I'm only 20 years old, and I feel like it's pretty good. I'm gonna contribute to it every single year if I can. I budget a lot, so even if it's like 20 bucks a day, I just try to throw it somewhere, because I am so like lucky and humbled and privileged that I don't have too many expenses right now, and I'm able to, you know, put something in there. Again, like I said, it's 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks a day. Just throw it somewhere. Like, instead of going out to get a coffee, I'll do that. Or instead of going out to with my friends, you know, like, I want to be somewhere in life, and I want to be somewhere sooner than later. And so you're gonna have to make sacrifices, and whether that's not getting your favorite food, or whether that's not hanging out with your friends, or not having like these nicer things, you know, if you really want to do something, you're gonna have to make sacrifices. If you guys want to see more financial videos, definitely gonna be coming your way, and I hope that you stick around. And then if you want to see me other places, I'll have stuff linked below. I only have an Instagram, but I'll have that linked below.